From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Tonight, it's the first of four between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show. Next. Wei-Yin Chen gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping in, Carlton McKenzie. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fans, summer has officially arrived, and there's no better way to beat the heat than by joining us right here at the ballpark. With lots of giveaways, promotions, and great baseball to come, you can't lose. Pick up a pocket schedule at any stadium ticket window and come out to the ballpark this summer.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these are one of those road trips where you feel like you're actually playing at home. No offense to the home crowd, but they're going to travel well. Not difficult for the fans to get in their car, hit a highway, pick up 2 tickets, grab a hot dog, and watch somebody go deep.
Jeff Salem is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A 1-1 count to Puig. Rainey stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Full count, 3-2. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Standing in now, Matt Davidson. And that misses ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing. Up next from Miami, Newton Rodriguez. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. The windup and the 0-1. Line, but speared on a hop. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Adeiny Echeverria. His calling card is 100% his glove. He's high up there in range. The ability to go in the hole and make the long throw across the diamond. Look for him to have a big impact on defense today.
Corey Spangenberg is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two. Lifted the other way out to left center. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Here's a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
2-2 the count. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
In there, no balls and a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to Amarista for the force, and that ends the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit in the air to right field. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kick.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Wei-Yin Chen. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Settling in now, Carlton McKenzie. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Fouled off. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. And we are tied 0-0. Ready now for the Marlins. Yasiel Puig, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here it comes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Barehanded by Amarista. It's there. He got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder,
Into the box, Newton Rodriguez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. In for strike 2. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. In there for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 1-2. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Davidson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner will score from second. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. Miami. So here now's the pitcher, Wade Rainey. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Spangenberg waits on it, and that retires the side. Into the box, JT Realmuto as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Carlton McKenzie. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Echeverria has it, and a glove flip for 1. On to first as they get the double play.
Leading off for the Marlins, right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. A ball and a strike. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. 1-2, here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Matt Davidson, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The count now at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Newton Rodriguez waits on deck. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Martinez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Newton Rodriguez.
Newton Rodriguez.
Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again. Corey Spangenberg, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Heading after it is Rickard. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Brian Anderson.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more. JT Realmuto. He's singled and 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Realmuto.
A ball and no strikes. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Digging in once again, Wei-Yin Chen. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Conforto. And that's the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Tyler Flowers will come on to pinch hit.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
A 4-1.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Now from SunTrust Park, we're just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Mets have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Sean Newcomb is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Stepping in for the Braves, Francesco Ramos. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Ramos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
2-2 now. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Popped up. Castellanos in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak? First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1 out, nobody on. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. Hit on the ground out to short. Echeverria's there, and there's out number 2. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Freddie Freeman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Next up for New York, Wade Rainey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base knock.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Popped him up. Rosario backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Once again a 3-2. Fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cespedes. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Kurt Suzuki. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Into the box now, Sean Newcomb. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. He's to the right side. Salem fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another chance, Francesco Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Ender Inciarte will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And the pitch on 2-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
That's up.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. Salem is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The pitcher, Wade Rainey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Now the pitch.
Leading off the 4th inning.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Freeman.
Popped him up. Cervelli has a play. 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Bonifacio. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that misses inside, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off the curveball, so it's a full count now. Dansby Swanson is on deck. Popped up. Cervelli is under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dansby Swanson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Putter low, 1-1. Up. Salem will put this one away, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Here's a pop-up now. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. So coming to the plate, Yolmer Sanchez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and a strike to count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Suzuki has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Hit out towards second. Rosario's got it. Echeverria for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back to SunTrust Park following this. Lucas Sims takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 50.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Wade Rainey. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Softly hit out to short. Oh, but he robs him on a super diving catch. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Lucas Sims. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Strike one to start the at-bat. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Francesco Ramos will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Ender Inciarte. 3rd at-bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And that's in there for a strike. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Inciarte now for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. 2-0 now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Grounded to the right. Salem is up with it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Chop to the left. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. There's one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors thus far for the Braves in the ballgame. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Joey Rickard is going to be asked to get things going here as a leadoff. Wrap this one up tonight. It's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Kurt Suzuki. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Braves seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Rtts Vizcaíno earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets,
a pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Boy, good job.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Jeff Salem is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand bout. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
That's lifted the other way out to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he'll get back in safely. Two balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to the left side. Castellanos has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Tommy Joseph entering play. He's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here. Now a look and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. The 0-1. A wave and a miss. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-2.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 down, runners at first and second. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Popped him up. Salem over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, J.P. Crawford. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Down the line. That's a foul ball. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Alfaro leads off first with one away. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. And that one just missed outside. 2-2, here it is. Just a bit low, ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And that's the second out. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. Echeverria has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Odubel Herrera, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 0-1 the count. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in 3rd place in that department. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Joseph, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rickard is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Next for the Mets, Wade Rainey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Rainey.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hernandez ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And with one away, time for a look at our current standings. And you can see that these guys enter play down by just 2 games in the first offering on its way.
Third baseman
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Bronco.
And it's 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-2 the count to Crawford. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Conforto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Now batting, right fielder, Doug McGee.
Stepping in now, Doug McGee, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 is outside for a ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Check swing grounder to the right side. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. 1-1, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. McGee, the runner at first with two gone. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retire. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Odubel Herrera. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high. Roller toward the hole. Salem charging in on it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cesar Hernandez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rainey is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. There's a strike.
0-1.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that'll keep the inning alive for Tommy Joseph.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
To 2-2 now. Now another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Payoff pitch one more time. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a ball 1-0. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now the relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Ready for another chance? J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a ground ball to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. J.D. Martinez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-1 the final score in tonight. The Phils took the lead in the
If a pitcher isn't finding the strike zone enough, he can be sure he'll hear about it from the coaching staff. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Wade Rainey will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Jeff Salem is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Stepping up now, Joe Panik. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon.
And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Payoff pitch one more time. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called as he drops in a beauty there, and that's the first down of the afternoon. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to see Brandon Crawford. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Rainey is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
And he fouls this one off. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2 is a ball down and away.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted. Up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Chris Taylor, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. The 1-0 home. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Dietrich, base runner at first with 1 out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ground to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Amarista on to first as they get the double. So here now is the pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. This one for Crawford is short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Leading off the inning, Austin Slater. And they'll need him to get something going here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Here's Joe Panic. He went down looking to open up the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
That misses. Ball 4, and Panic's aboard. Digging in to try it again. Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 1 here. Get Weekly back to the mound. Reined in. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. To short. Amarista's got it. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Taylor. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Popped him up. Salem waits on it. 1 away. Striding in once again, Derek Dietrich. A base hit in his first trip.
Derek Dietrich.
Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Loud contact for Longoria, and a ball carrying well to left field. Into the second deck and gone.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side. So here's the Mets pitcher, Wade Rainey. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rainey.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base hit.
Leading off for the Giants, left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. 0-1. Here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Up. Popped high in the air. Salem has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Next to bat for the Giants, Chris Stratton. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. 0-1 the count. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gloved by Amarista. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Joe Panik. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. The 1-1 home. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. In order. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Here's Buster Posey now. He's set. Here it comes. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
On to first, and Posey has bounced into a double play. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. He got under one and popped out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. The 5, 6, and 7 slots. Striding in once again, Wade Rainey. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Ready once again, Derek Dietrich. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You can just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Tough spot in the game right here. Very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches. Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Lined hard toward right center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Brandon Belt will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 0-2 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Panik. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Castellanos is there, and the side is retired. Giants are down quietly. They're down 7-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew McCutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Chris Taylor. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Running hard, he's digging for 2nd. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, get right back into this thing.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
7-1 the final today. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Wade Rainey earned his 9th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets.
Great job.